Welcome in, everybody. It is week 12. It's holiday time, okay? It is officially the Thanksgiving Day slate of games, week 12, Reignmaker style. And I have the one, the only, Peter Jennings joining me, our resident Reignmakers expert. My name is Chris Costa. I am your host. And Pete, the co-founder of LuckyTrader.com, has been my right-hand man throughout this 12 weeks of Reignmaker goodness. Pete, the holiday side set is live.
Yeah, we have the biggest first place prize, $1 million, and the best slate of the year for Thanksgiving. I'm really excited for it. It's fun because every game's spread out and you can make all these different decisions and late swap and obviously the food, the drink, family. So it should be a lot of fun, and excited to talk the slate as well as Reignmakers. Yeah, it's
what's better than Thanksgiving football? You get the turkey, the gravy, the sides, a couple of drinks, maybe a couple desserts. All of a sudden, the afternoon games roll around. You're fighting to keep your eyes open. Well, this season, you have an extra reason to keep those eyes open. The Millionaire Maker Reignmaker Holiday Tournament, the largest Reignmaker contest ever, kicks off on Thursday. And in order to enter, for everybody out there listening and watching, in order to enter this Millionaire Maker Reignmaker competition, you need to create your lineup with the Holiday Side Set, which is officially live on the DraftKings Reignmakers marketplace. So get over there, grab your packs, open them, and start making those lineups so you can compete for $1 million. Peter has won $1 million. Okay, we talked about this last week. He has won $1 million contest before. He knows firsthand what it's like, what that feels like. Peter, I'm going to ask you again. If somebody's winning this $1 million prize this weekend, what can they expect to feel? What's the overall sense that comes over your body with a millionaire win?
I'll be euphoric. I mean, it's once in a lifetime, hopefully multiple times in a lifetime experience for some people. I'm hoping to join that list. I'm hoping to win $1 million on Thanksgiving, but it's so much fun. And if you have drinks around, family, great food, the celebration should be epic, and it'll be a really fun sweat throughout the day. I think that's what makes this slate so interesting. So it should be a ton of fun, and I'm envious of whoever wins $1 million. Hopefully it's one of us.
For the entire set, the Thursday players, of course, can be utilized in those Thursday Thanksgiving Day games. But if they are players that aren't in those Thursday Thanksgiving Day games, they can absolutely, you can expect future utility for those players in additional holiday sets or holiday competitions. But with that said, let's go ahead and get to my screen. I want to open up a couple of my holiday packs. I'm trying to do them in spurts. I'll probably open a couple more tonight. You know what? Knowing me, I'll probably open all of them before the night is over. But I do want to open up two with Peter here and get a sense of his thoughts on some of these players. And then we can start talking about the Week 12 slate in general for the Thanksgiving Day game. So let's go ahead and we'll just go number one and number two here. I don't want to start getting weird about what packs I'm picking. I'm going to go 1 and 2. We're going to go in order, and we're going to hope for a big hit. All right? We ready?
Let's do it. Let's get some bills.
Let's do it. I'm already feeling festive, okay? I'm already feeling festive. Let's hope for a big hit. Come on.
We got the Christmas tree out already, and my wife's playing Christmas music, so I'm feeling festive too for Thanksgiving. And yeah, we want to win some money. Let's go.
Let's do it. All right. So first player off the board, Alec Pierce. Okay.
Playable.
Alec Pierce. Take Alec Pierce. I mean, he looked good last week. He had a couple of big catches. Coming up after Pierce, DJ Moore. Carolina has also looked fantastic. Again, guys, players that aren't in the holiday slate in this particular holiday slate will have future utility, so do not get bummed out if they're players you can't use. Of course, there are also players you can use in other Reignmakers competitions. Just because they have the holiday set tag doesn't mean you can't use them in normal Reignmaker play. Okay, here we go. Kyle Pitts.
Oh, bummer.
Bummer.
MCL, torn MCL.
Bummer. I know, but what are you going to do? Here we go. We're going towards the rare. Greg Joseph. We got the kicker from Minnesota. And our rare.
Oh, baby. What cereal is that one?
26 of 160.
Oh, wow. That's great.
Oh, my goodness. Josh Allen rare holiday side set. I am going to have me a Josh Allen lineup on Thanksgiving. How about that? Whew.
That was a terrible pack, and then it totally redeemed itself. That you got the
A
nut card. That's
horrible
perfect.
pack. A horrible
26
pack turned
160.
incredible.
I mean, that's nice. The cereals really matter for the slate.
Yeah, they sure do. The cereals do matter in particular in Showdown. I would say even more so than regular Classic, because you can expect, especially in a matchup like the Bills, that there's going to be plenty of lineups that have Josh Allen in them. So the lower the serial number, the tiebreaker is in your favor. So Josh Allen, I don't know what you thought of what you saw this past weekend, Peter, but it doesn't look like that elbow is really giving him any bother as far as his ability to put spin on the ball and to add velocity to his throws. What did you see out there this weekend?
I mean, he missed a couple throws. I mean, he's going to miss throws even when he's 100% healthy, but looked relatively like Josh Allen always does. Certainly the same athleticism, threw some bombs, threw some passes with a lot of zip. It's hard to say if it's bothering him at all, but he's still the number one fantasy quarterback and by far the number one option on Thanksgiving.
For sure. Yeah. Well, it's not planned. Okay. Our first holiday side set pack we open here, and we get a Josh Allen rare. I am certainly taking that, and I will certainly be creating a lineup with Josh Allen at the core. All right. Let's go ahead and take a look at pack 2. Let's go ahead and crack this open, get the holiday music going, a little flannel action, some Christmas lights maybe. Give me an elite. All right, here we go. Another rare. Let's start from the bottom. Najee. Okay, Najee with a nice little garbage time touchdown.
Much better weekend. Last week. Week 11 was
he did have a better
strong.
Week.
Yep.
He did have a better week. So we'll take Najee. Let's see what else we've got. Derek Carr. I'm starting to grow tired of Derek Carr, Peter.
Yeah. I mean, they definitely broke the Broncos' heart, but yeah, Derek Carr has been not the best. Although if you stack Derek Carr with Devontae Adams with how low scoring this last week was, you probably did okay.
Maybe my feelings towards Derek Carr are more because of my action on the Broncos. But hey, what are you going to do? Yeah. Maybe he broke my heart. Derek, you broke my heart. Okay? You broke my heart. Coming up next, Robert Tonyan. He has started to show some life in Green Bay over the past couple of years. So not necessarily a card I'm thrilled about, but Robert Tonyan. What are you going to do? Next up, KJ Osborne. Again, not a card to write home about. He did get some action
could be on the winning team. It's possible. Super unlikely, but Osborne gets a long touchdown somehow. Stranger things have happened, but it's true. Unlikely. Can use on Thanksgiving, though.
I mean, on that note, he is playing on Thanksgiving. What are your thoughts there? Vikings, Patriots. I mean, the Vikings looked like they were having a lot of trouble this past weekend. I mean, a lot of trouble. That was a onslaught by a defensive front out of the Cowboys. What are you thinking now as far as Pat's Vikings?
I mean, it's a low total, and you're right. They got dominated at the line of scrimmage. They lost their left tackle early in the game, and the Cowboys have arguably the best pass rush in the NFL. Certainly, I think most people have them ranked as number one, and they just got completely dominated. So, got to move on, but not an easy matchup against the Patriots. They just came off a really low-scoring game against the Jets. Two good defenses there. So, low scoring. It's the lowest total on Thanksgiving. So, I'm not optimistic about Osborne, their third receiver, but you never know. Stranger things have happened, but I was just trying to give a little bit of positive spin for KJ.
Yeah, my goodness, what an ugly offensive performance on both sides in that Pats-Jets game. My goodness. All right, here we go. Our final card of today's pack breaks. I'm not promising I'm not going to be at home opening packs tonight, but here we go. We have our rare, and it is Gerald Everett. Okay, I'll take it. I mean he was injured this past week.
This pack sucks, but you got Josh Allen.
Yeah, Josh Allen. I mean, if you told me at the beginning of this show that I was going to walk away with a Josh Allen rare holiday side set and be able to go create a Josh Allen centered lineup for the Thursday slate, the Thanksgiving slate, I would have signed up 10 out of 10 times. So there you go, folks. Those are our packs. Josh Allen rare. We'll take it all day. On that note, for everybody at home, again, your holiday side set packs are available on the DraftKings marketplace. You need them in order to create lineups to enter the Millie Maker Reignmakers contest that's taking place this Thursday, okay? If you're looking for a little extra excitement in your Thanksgiving Day plans, if you want to enter into those Millionaire Maker competitions, now is the time to do it. Go grab your packs. They are live right now on the marketplace. Speaking of the Thursday games, I want to do a quick recap. We did touch on Patriots at Vikings, but Peter, I want your thoughts. Bills at Lions. We just pulled a Josh Allen rare. Thoughts on this game? Obviously, some opportunity for some explosive plays. I feel like every game that the Lions are involved in at this point is an opportunity for offensive onslaught. Where's your head at here, Bills-Lions?
Yeah, this is a phenomenal spot. I mean, the Bills caught a huge break in that they get to go play in Detroit last week in the Dome, get comfortable, don't have to travel for this Thanksgiving game on a short week, and they get to play in the Coors Field of the NFL for DFS. So you're looking at a total right now that's around 53.5. That's a huge number. That's what DraftKings currently has. By far the biggest expectation on Thanksgiving and the biggest total in the whole week. So this is where you want players. Fortunately, you just pulled Josh Allen, who's the number one play on the slate. And then you can really look across the board everywhere. I mean, all the players for the Bills, are right there as the top plays on the slate, starting with Steph Diggs, Gabe Davis. Singletary had another good week. James Cook starting to get involved. Dawson Knox came off a week where he got a lot of usage. And then for the Lions, they're back home. Amon St. Brown's been great all year. Jamal Williams just scored, I believe, 3 touchdowns in week 11. So there's a ton of options. Shark is a guy that I'm really interested that's coming back off the IR as well for the Lions. So there's a ton of directions you can go. And this is absolutely the game that you want the most exposure to, given the 53.5 total.
Absolutely. And how many times can you say the visiting team is going to play in the same stadium 2 weeks in a row? Bills obviously having their game this past weekend moved from Buffalo to Detroit due to the weather in Buffalo, and now here they are back in Detroit 2 weeks in a row. Crazy. That's just so wild. All right.
That's a huge thing. And honestly, for a lot of people out there, just a little bit of sports betting stuff. Broadly, the reason that there used to be a huge, home field advantage, a lot of it, of course, is the stadium, the noise, but a big part of it is travel. And I think part of the reason we've seen home field advantage go down a little bit is just because travel's gotten more convenient. And in this specific spot, I mean, think about how nice it is for the Bills to just be already there, already settled, just played in the same environment. I mean, this is a real difference maker for both the spread and just kind of the game environment in general.
100%. Yeah, couldn't agree more. All right, our other game, because we already touched on Patriots at Vikings, Giants at Cowboys. Another potential opportunity for some offensive value here. Give me your overall high-level thoughts here when you look at the Giants visiting Dallas.
Well, you start with Dallas on the offensive side of the football. Tony Pollard has finally been allowed to play a lot, gotten a lot of opportunity, and has just been the number one running back in DFS and in fantasy for the last, 3 or 4 weeks, coming off just another huge performance. Zeke did come back and score 2 touchdowns as well. So you have both those players as options. The Giants have been really easy to run against, and the Cowboys offensive line is really starting to hit its stride. So the entire Dallas offense is really interesting here. Obviously, they're big favorites in this game. The interesting thing here is, can you go back to the Giants for, Saquon? Maybe Darius Slayton has a bounce back week. And Daniel Jones, I think, is a contrarian pick on this slate, who does have upside to be the number one quarterback and beat Josh Allen. We saw last week a rushing touchdown. I believe he had like 28 or 29 DraftKings points. So you have some contrarian pieces on the Giants side, but they're 8-point dogs. It's a way lower total. And you could easily see Dallas's defense just overwhelming the Giants, just like they did the Minnesota Vikings. So it's an interesting spot. I think everyone's going to be on the Dallas guys, and I'm excited for this game, and I'm excited that Tony Pollard is finally seeing the opportunity he's deserved for years.
Yeah, Tony Pollard looks fantastic. A couple of nuggets built in there from Peter. Peter, thanks so much, as always, for your expert advice and opinions. Guys, it is Week 12, and it's Thanksgiving Day football action, my favorite time of year. And what other way to celebrate that with our first ever Reignmakers Millie contest? You're looking to win $1 million. Now is the time to do it. Go to the DraftKings Marketplace. Grab your Holiday Side Set packs. You need them in order to create your lineups to enter the Millionaire Maker Reignmakers contest starting Thursday. All right? Happy holidays, everybody. Good luck. Get your lineups in. We'll see you soon.